Lesson 6.3, practice with E and natural log level 1. First, I wanted to create just a review since we haven't done them for a while. A log problem like this is really some kind of exponent. And so I want you to be able to take this and turn it into an exponent. So really this is equaling something. I'll just call it x. And to rewrite it, I read this as log with a base of 2 of 8 is x. You write it, I always remember this loop pattern. The base is 2, and the base of the exponent is the big part. What it's set equal to is the power needs to equal 8. So we're saying 2 to what power equals 8? That's actually 3. 2 to the third power is 8. And so looking at this, you should be able to, in your head, figure out what that is equal to. Another one is now having this as the missing piece, but I would still rewrite this as an exponent, say 4 to the third power equals x. And so that one you're just figuring out 4 times 4 times 4, which is 16 times 4, which is 64. Okay, now going the other way is, let's say you have an exponent and they ask you to write it as a log. I would write log with a base of 2 of something needs to equal the power of 8. The power is always what it equals in a log. Okay, so 2 to the 8th power equals what? This one would be log with a base of 4 of 3 is what power? So there it is again, 4 to the x power is 3. Okay, so that's just a little review, so hopefully that makes this easier. So right now we're asking, what is natural log of 1? There is a natural log button on your calculator, but I want you to think about what's happening here. Natural log is really a log with the base of e, and they abbreviate it with this natural log. So we're really finding this, which if I want to turn this into an equation, it's saying e to what power is 1. There's only one way to take something to a power and get 1, and that is 0. Anything to the 0 power equals 1. Whether it's a million, whether it's negative 10,000, anything to the 0 power is just 1. So natural log of 1 is 0. You need to remember that. This one, I want to change this into a power. Cube root of e would be e to the 1/3 power. Okay, the root of the index, or sorry, the root or the index of, the index of the root needs to be the denominator in our fractional exponent. And so again, natural log is really a log, base e of e to the 1/3. So what this is saying is e to what power equals e to the 1/3. Well, this just has to match, so our answer would be 1/3. Okay, this one, since it's in the denominator, I want to move it up and I'm going to create a negative exponent. So this would be natural log of e to the negative 5/3. And so this is saying e to what power would be e to the negative 5/3. They just have to match, so it'd be negative 5/3. So I want you to think about what they're asking for. Okay, so now let's go the other way. And let's say we've got 2 times natural log of 3. When there is a multiplication times a log, we can condense this by making it a power. So I'm actually going to take 3 squared. This would be e to the natural log of 9. And I want to write this as a log. So log with a base of e of what is natural log of 9. So it's e to this power equals what? And so remember that a log of e is really natural log. So it's saying natural log of x equals natural log of 9. Well, this has to just match, so it would be 9. Okay, let's try number 5. Again, we've got multiplication times a log, so let's go ahead and make it a power. So this is e to the natural log of 125 to the negative 1/3 power. And that really means that we're cube rooting, but it's going to be in the denominator. And yes, you could do that on your calculator, but cube root of 125 is 5, so this is a 5th. Okay, and so if I change it into a log, I'm saying a log with a base of e of what is natural log of 1/5. Well, this really is natural log, so what does x need to equal? 1/5. So really e to a power, natural log power, they cancel each other out. And then the last one, still need to see this as a -1 here. And so we'll have e to the natural log of 9 to the negative first power is going to be 1/9. So really we should know right away that it's going to be 1/9. But if you're like, I don't know what to do, go ahead and change it back into a log. Log base e of what is natural log of 1/9. And then to make both sides be the same, x must be 1/9.